Okay, guys. I had made a mistake because when I went to the store, I had just run to the Walmart and because all my stuff's packed and I didn't plan on baking anything for a while, I had grabbed, by accident, 2 almond flours. I thought I was grabbing the oat. So, anyway, my friend saved me again. And now I'm going to be using this flour. And this one is 2 1/4 cups oat flour. So what we're going to do is we're going to just scoop out with this. That way, there's 1. Two. And was that a 4th? Yeah, 2 1/4. And I believe this is a 4th right here. So here we go. All right, there's that. That's what happens when you're in a hurry and you don't see good. I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. So you can put that back up. Okay, now we're going to need a little baking powder and baking soda. So 2 teaspoons of baking. Let me put this right here so I can see it better. All right, so I just grabbed this. Go ahead and squish that open a little bit. Baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon. Yep, that's it. Okay, there's the 1/2 teaspoon of the baking soda and 2 teaspoons of the baking powder. So we could actually do, here's 1. So 1. Is that right? Baking powder. 2 teaspoons. Okay, there we go. Lost my train of thought. All right. Put that back in there so I don't knock it over and spill it everywhere. I have to do. And we are going to go with a little bit of salt. This is Redmond's salt. I'm not going to add a lot. It calls for a 4 teaspoons, so that's about a 4 teaspoon. Cinnamon's a 1/2 teaspoon. You know me, I don't measure. Or 1 1/2. So that's 1 1/2. This is I like this cinnamon. It's from Trader Joe's. It's really good. Okay, that's a guesstimate. And it calls for a little bit of nutmeg, so a 4 teaspoon of nutmeg. And a lot of the times I grind my own nutmeg and I use these old jars. And then at home I keep fresh nutmeg to grind on just stuff. All right, there's about a 4 teaspoon. And then a little bit of cloves. So that calls for, cloves are pretty strong, so that calls for 1/8 of a teaspoon. So we're just gonna guess. Kind of right about there. So just measure right about there. And we are going to mix this up. And I don't think that will work. Let's go ahead and use this again. Roll up my sleeves for this. Here we go. Oh, wow, this looks really good. And it smells really good too. I'm going to try and fold the wet ingredients into it. Probably, if I was at home, I'd probably throw this in the KitchenAid. Whip it up really good. I don't want to spill that. And I did a little bit. Now it's just, we're talking about my kitchen. So on our house build, I'm getting my dream kitchen, the kitchen that I had really wanted, what would fit for me. And I'm pretty excited. So the trim carpenter's there right now. They're working on that. And then For the countertops, we're doing quartzite. And that will be for the counters, and then the island, and I'll be able to do a lot of stuff. So I'm going to have the sink in the island with, so I can wash vegetables and chop. And so I didn't do the open plan on the kitchen because it just, I don't know, it was a little bit different. So we're going to kind of change things so we can have a bar. It'll be kind of in between our living room and dining room. And then the recipe on this called for some chopped walnuts if you want. And I think a lot of the carrot cakes do have chopped walnuts and stuff, but I couldn't remember if she had a nut allergy, which I don't think she does. Oh my gosh, I'm making a huge mess here. There we go. It's just about incorporated, just making sure the bottom part is pretty well. And since you're not doing oil, then you just line your pan with the parchment paper. This smells really good. When I watched his video, I was like, oh yeah. So I know how to cook, but learning to cook vegan with all of my food allergies and all my issues with foods, I've had to really learn a lot of new stuff. And I don't know all the tricks to the healthy, pure eating and still getting to enjoy foods. So I've been watching other channels, other vegan, whole food, plant-based channels, which has really helped me. And then in return, then I'm able to kind of think, oh, okay, I can use this, so I can create my own recipes here and there. So it's kind of fun. All right, so this is ready. This is lined with parchment. I'm gonna go ahead and get this into the pan. Kind of heavy. Didn't get mixed a little bit on the bottom. That's okay. When I press it in there, it'll be mixed it up. And it smells really good. It kind of reminds me a little bit of a pumpkin spice. It smells amazing. I bet it's going to smell really good cooking. Oh man, it smells incredible. It's not going to be a really thick cake, so if you wanted a really, really deep one for the pan, you could probably just double the recipe. Okay guys, I'm going to put this, show you on the camera what this looks like. I'm going to get this onto the oven here. And then get started on the frosting. There we go. Hopefully that's heating up. I forgot to do that. Okay, so let's get started on the frosting. I'm going to have to turn it this way. So the frosting called for some soaked cashews. Oh, I forgot to put the thing in there. Not good at this. It'll still go down in there. It calls for a little bit of vanilla. And I don't know if y'all can see. I love her island. I could just get lost in this island. It's perfect size and everything. And mind you, this does not have any sugar. So it called for, it's the cream cheese frosting, the raw cashews, the coconut milk or coconut cream, lemon juice dates. So I do have the soft dates and the vanilla extract. So we're just going to go ahead and add that. Be done with that. This is 6 pitted dates, softened. This is a coconut cream. I'll shake it up pretty good because you know how it suckers on the bottom. And I could also use the spatula there. There we go. All right, and I don't know if I turned the oven on the right.
What temperature?
It says 350. I'll put it on 375.
You want it 375?
Yeah, let's do that.
Done.
So a half cup of the coconut milk or cream. So there's the half cup. I'll hold that over. Oh man, that's gonna be so good. Pretty thick. I'll set this right here. And then squeeze the lemon juice. Assuming that would probably be not an entire lemon.